So like we've talked about before, the Lexus IS got its redesign, and now it gets its V8.
Check out this beast on this episode.
So yeah, the Lexus IS500, not ISF. So looking back on it, the IS used to be just a V6 and a V8 option between the IS regular and the ISF. But then they discontinued the ISF around 2012, and it really upset a lot of the purists out there that appreciated a naturally aspirated V8, especially from an import make. But now they're bringing it back. We're pretty pumped.
Yeah, so it's no longer going to be the ISF. They're calling it the F Sport Performance model is what it's being referred to as now. Pretty much the same thing as that previous generation back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, like Josh was just mentioning. But pretty similar platform to what we saw with that vehicle and even the RCF,
right?
Which is a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8. I don't know how many times we can keep saying that. A naturally aspirated V8
no
in this car.
Turbos.
No turbos. All natural, grass-fed, no additives, nothing.
Free range.
Which is okay sometimes, you know. And we've been talking about this a little bit before, you know, it's different. When everybody, all the German makes, and even something like the American make, we're doing twin-turbo V6s or straight 6s or even V8 bi-turbos and stuff. So this is like a different mix into the market. Sure, it's not a wild 650 horsepower, but 472 is plenty for a sedan.
So yeah, you know, you guys are critics out there, I mean, as well as we are. We understand, you know, Lexus has always been considered not the biggest performance brand out there, but definitely offers awesome features when it comes to luxury. But, you know, if you're the customer out there looking for a car that sounds great exhaust notes, great V8 inside of it, no turbos, you just want the reliability, everything about that, as well as great leather seats, nice leather interior, everything about it, the dash, you name it. This Lexus IS500 is for you.
Yeah, and when we're talking about what it's competing against, it's a little bit toned down version, not like the wild 600 horsepower M Series, AMG Series, C63s, and 43s that we're seeing.
Right.
But that's probably what it's going to compete with is those vehicles, because there's not very many luxury performance vehicles like this on this kind of level, and you're really fighting an uphill battle. We say that really any luxury brand competing against Mercedes and BMW on a regular level, just like the regular vehicles. But even so, on like the racing heritage that BMW and Mercedes have with all these sports vehicles, it's even amplified with this.
Right, and you know, between me and Jacob, we honestly don't feel like it's fair to compare the Lexus IS500 or even the RCF at times to its competitors. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but for the most part, like Jacob's saying about the German auto manufacturers, it's like they're not going for reliability. They're going for a beast of a car. I mean, there's second to none when you're talking about like an M5, a C63 AMG. Those are beautifully made, beautiful cars. They're awesome, super fast, but at the end of the day, there's a reason they depreciate like a rock off a cliff when they get up north of 90 to even 100,000 miles. But let me tell you, one car that doesn't depreciate, the ISF. And that's like even a 2008 model. It's hard to get one of those for less than 30 grand if it has mid 50 to 80,000 miles still to this day.
And like we already said, it's got another 150,000 miles to go because it's basically a Toyota. So not just reliability, but just this model all around is a just very tame version for somebody who doesn't want to buy that 6-figure M Series or AMG car, which is about what those are going to run you brand new. You know, if you're trying to find something that's sporty, it's fun, it's loud, it's mean, it's really comfortable to drive around in, this is probably a vehicle that you're going to be looking at.
Right, and you know, last thoughts right here for you guys. I really wish that when they re-released the IS with the new design, I wish that this was what they featured, not the regular IS, because I feel like this is what gets people going. As the song goes, you know, it's provocative, but this car is definitely what you call a halo car for their sedans. I think this is something that they can wrap their head around the brand, everything. This is what the brand is about. Make it exciting, make it quality, make it luxury.
Yeah. The only thing I'll leave is the one thing I don't like about this vehicle is it's basically like a facelift or a minor adjustment to the previous generation.
Right.
I really like the looks of this generation and the last one, but that's one of my pet peeves with all manufacturers. And they're like, oh, here's the new generation, and it's like a younger sibling. Like, we don't have to go crazy change like you're talking about.
Like BMW's grill.
Yeah, like that. Ooh. We don't got to do anything crazy like that or shake the earth with this brand new model. Right. But like, let's give it a little bit more difference than the previous model, you know?
But like we always say when we talk about V8s, go buy them. When these hit dealerships, go get them. We're looking at a starting price range of around 60, maybe even if we're lucky, around 58 grand. And when you start to compare it with its competitors like an M3, I think you're getting quite a good deal with the same amount of doors, and you get a V8 instead of a twin turbo inline six.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about this vehicle, or if this vehicle also excites you, or maybe something else that it's going to compete with that we're not thinking about and that you got on your mind, let us know in the comments below. Or follow us on all of our social media, let us know there, engage with us there. We're always putting out stuff for you guys to stay ahead of all the automotive news. So that's really going to be your best place to keep up to date with us.
But other than that, that is Gulf Coast Gearheads signing off.